Hey foodies, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to get a juicy oven bag roasted turkey. This turkey is very flavorful and it's very easy to make. If you're here, you're probably here from part 1 where I show you how to make an easy brine for your turkey. Now you definitely don't want to skip that video because a brine is what's going to get you a juicy, moist turkey. All right, so let's get into the ingredients. I'm going to be using 3 cups of whipped butter, paprika, onion powder, complete seasoning, black pepper, and crushed red pepper. I'm also going to be using 2 sazon packets, 1/4 cup of Bell's all natural seasoning. I love this stuff. It's like poultry seasoning but without the salt. I'm also going to be using cooking wine, and that's going to really marinate all those flavors in there. And then I have some Italian herbs stir in paste. This stuff is great. It's like a whole bunch of herbs like parsley, basil, rosemary, thyme, and garlic, and it's just all compacted together. Then we have my oven bag. Of course, we can't forget that. And of course, we can't forget the star of the show, our turkey. Yes, she is very big. So I also have 2 of these poultry packs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put one aside. And then the other one I'm going to take, and this is what I'm going to do with the sage. I just break it off of the leaf. And then as far as with the rosemary and the thyme, you just slide it right off of that stem. So once I'm done doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and rough chop this, because this is going to be going inside of our compound butter. Yes, we're going to be making compound butter today. Really going to take this turkey to the next level. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add in those herbs that we just chopped up, and then I'm going to add in the poultry seasoning as well. Then we add in all of our seasonings. By the way, be sure to check the description box. I leave the correct measurements and everything there. That way you can make this at home. Okay, so now I'm gonna add in about 4 tablespoons of the Italian herbs paste. And once I'm done adding that, I'm gonna go in with a spoon and I'm just gonna mix everything together. You wanna make sure all those seasonings are mixed in there well. I always like making compound butter when I'm doing a whole chicken or a whole turkey. That way that seasoning can really get up under that skin and it can really adhere to the meat for extra flavor and added juiciness. Okay, so as you can see, we have our turkey. I'm just gonna go ahead and pat her dry. No, she's not dirty. She just got out of a brine bath. Most people like to wash off the brine. I'm not doing that because I feel like that's pointless. I'm just gonna go ahead and pat this turkey down. Okay, so once your turkey is dry, you wanna go ahead and get that oven bag, and you just wanna place the turkey inside the oven bag. That way when we season it, everything that dropped, like all the drippings and all the seasoning, is still gonna be in the bag. So it's still gonna penetrate that turkey. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut a slit up underneath that skin, and then I'm gonna go in with my hands just to loosen up that skin, because guess what? I'm getting under the skin with the compound butter because I wanna make sure the turkey is seasoned all over. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and add a cup of cooking wine. You can use any wine of your choice. This is gonna give us a great flavor, and it's also gonna make a great broth. Okay, so once we're done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get the compound butter. And we're gonna take that compound butter and we're gonna apply it all over the turkey. Right now, I'm gonna go inside the skin. I'm gonna make sure I rub it all over. I'm even gonna reach the thighs from the breast. You wanna make sure no part of this turkey goes unseasoned. By the way, if you can see through the cavity, I have some onions, I have some ginger, I have some garlic. I also have about 3 apple wedges in there as well. I definitely suggest you guys check out part 1 where I show you how to make the brine, because all of the onions, the garlic, the ginger, and the apple has been sitting in that brine. So it's been soaking in that solution, and I put it inside the turkey, and that's just gonna give this dish added flavor inside of that cavity. So now I'm rubbing the butter onto the skin. Also, guys, if you don't feel comfortable using your hands, use gloves, and don't drag me in the comment section. Yes, I wash my hands and I'm cooking for my household. So you want to make sure you get all over with that butter. Make sure you massage it in the front. Just make sure you massage it all over. Don't be lazy, because guess what? Everybody's going to taste it when they taste your turkey. Okay, so once you're done massaging the front, you want to go ahead and flip that over. And we're going to do the back as well. Make sure you hit those wings. Make sure you hit the back. Every part, even if you don't eat it, make sure you massage it in there. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and flip that back over so the breast is in the front, and you wanna make sure the oven bag is in there. And then I'm just gonna massage it one more time in the front. I know this looks repetitive, but it's definitely necessary. Okay, so now that I have seasoned this whole turkey, I'm gonna take that other poultry pack that I had set aside, and I'm gonna take the rosemary, the thyme, the sage, everything. I'm just gonna stuff it inside of that cavity with all of the other things that are in there. And that's just gonna make a great aroma. It's also gonna put a lot of flavor into this turkey. And have your kitchen smelling amazing. All right, so now that we're done, we're just gonna go ahead and pull up this bag and we're gonna tie it with the tie. And then we're gonna pop this in the oven on 325 for 3.5 hours to 4 hours, depending on the doneness that you want yours. So this is what my turkey looks like after 3.5 hours. You could take it out at this point, but I decided to put mine back in for an extra 30 minutes just because I wanted mine a little more browner. But again, guys, that's just preference. And this is what my turkey looks like after 4 hours. As you can see, it's juicy, it's glistening. Not only does it taste good, but it looks good as well. You want to make sure you let this turkey rest first before you cut into it because you don't want all the juices to seep out. So after this is rested, I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece. As you can see, when I cut it, it just goes right through. That means it's nice and tender. Okay, so I'm gonna cut you guys a piece of white meat since white meat turkey is always dry. You see that? Look how juicy that is. You could just see the juice. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you did, be sure to leave a like and a comment below. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I post 2 videos a week and I know you guys don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy holidays.